Alright everyone, welcome back to Kruse Control, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts!
This is going to be the first Kingdom Hearts playthrough on YouTube.
No, it's not.
As far as they know it is.
Yeah, but I did manage to get this game before release date somehow. Just showed up in my mailbox. So yeah, I got this Friday night. We're recording this Saturday. This episode's probably going up Sunday, so a couple days before release. I'm officially an expert YouTuber now.
Yep. Thank you, Amazon.
Also, it's been a while since I've uploaded any videos, so thanks for joining me and Damien here.
Maybe they sent you a review copy.
I kind of slacked off getting the rest of that Paper Mario thing up, so I'll have to work on that too.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was watching it. I wasn't even watching it.
Well, I think people will watch this because our Kingdom Hearts LPs do pretty well.
Yes.
So if you've been waiting a while for this, thank you. We've been waiting a while for this.
Yes.
We're both excited, and we're going to record as much as we can over the next several days.
Yes.
So my plan is to just do longer episodes, but not every day.
Right.
We used to do around half an hour, but it would be every day or every weekday at least. It's probably going to be more like 1 to 2 hour episodes, like 2 or 3 times a week. Probably 3 times a week to start, because we're going to record a shitload. But yeah, I guess let's just dive in.
Let's do it.
Oh, wait, we should check before we stream. Don't use this to stream music that's copyrighted.
To primarily provide or listen to the music is prohibited.
So
we have to talk a lot to make sure we're not hearing the music.
Yeah, don't listen to the music. It's probably just going to be the vocal tracks, just like Simple and Clean and Sanctuary. I had to nearly mute those on our other LPs, and I'll probably have to do the same here. Which is too bad, but you can see those intros on YouTube if you want to check. Yeah. Those music tracks, those new ones are awesome, by the way. I've listened to both of them. Let's hop in, though. Let's go to the game. So I've heard this game is pathetically easy. Or at least comparable to Kingdom Hearts 2 easy, which is pretty easy.
Okay, so you're going to try in Proud Mode.
play on Proud Mode.
Ooh, ambitious.
I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be playing on my own, on standard, just not going past where we are. So if I end up finding that Proud Mode is too hard, we can switch over to my standard save file. But I'm going to start on Proud, because...
Well, also, you could just, in between episodes, we could grind.
Yeah.
Ooh, your TV is nice. Oh, God, that's so bright.
Yeah, I briefly tried this out last night on, like, 4K settings and my 7.1 surround sound system and stuff. Holy shit, it's awesome.
Yep.
Unfortunately, can't record in 4K, but we're still in 1080p, and this game's still going to look good.
Yeah, of course. I still remember having a tube TV.
I'm excited. This has been a long time in the making. It's been 7 years since Dream Drop Distance.
The hell is this? Oh, it's a selfie.
Yeah. Social media, everyone. It's
I guess when Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, Facebook hadn't been.
My friends, my power.
That shows you how old Kingdom Hearts 2 is. It came out before Facebook existed.
Yeah, I know, right? Holy shit.
Or I think the same year, 2005.
Like
is that when Facebook started?
Or Kingdom Hearts 2 is 2005. I don't remember.
It was 2 and 5 were 1 and 2.
Ooh. So I did see the first maybe 20 minutes of this game already, but I'll pretend to be surprised.
I'm going to be excited.
So yeah, this place looks...
hey, look, populated.
Yeah, this place looks cool.
This looks brilliant.
My first thoughts of this place was like Land of Departure, but I don't think it is.
No, it's too big.
It's different.
It's just a city.
Yeah, it looks like almost a modern city. Except
I don't know what I'm watching, but I like it.
There appears to be buildings underneath the buildings, so
we've come a long way from Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, this is
Okay, what is this? This is madness.
This is Kingdom Hearts.
No, I know. Yeah, this is Sparta. Okay, so Sky Trolleys. Disney closed their Skyway.
I really hope we go to this world at some point, because that looks like it'd be fun to traverse.
Is that all we get?
No.
It's like, there's a nice world. We're not going to explain it.
Have you heard of the ancient Keyblade War?
Yes.
Kinda. I didn't really play the mobile game much, though.
Oh, okay. This
is
Young Ericus, Young Xehanort.
Yes. Little Z, or Little X, as we can call him. Little Nort.
Keyblade wielders waged a war over the ownership of light.
This is the plot of X.
Yeah, the Master's favorite story.
Ooh, who's the Master?
I think they're talking about...
Master.
We don't know who their Master is, do we?
Doing with Kingdom Hearts after making it appear.
Excellent question.
Or was it Yensid? I can't... No.
No, Yensid Trade Mickey.
Who knows?
Right, yeah.
I don't get why anyone would initiate a war.
I'm going to read so much into every line.
You know the Lost Masters.
Stupid mobile game being important.
They're the ones who started.
I love the fact that they're called the Foretellers and there are 5 of them. It's just to be that much more obtuse.
Never heard of them. Where'd you
do you want them to be called the Five Tellers?
I just like the fact that the 5 Foretellers.
Yeah.
They're the ones for whom the war started.
Right.
I'm not following you.
The whole theme is that they tried to prevent the war, and in so doing, cause the war.
So that line, "I'm not following you," basically sums up the series.
Yes.
On that land shall darkness prevail and light expire.
Look at those particle effects.
A prospective Keyblade master should know this. If you say so. The gazing eye sees the fate.
Every
of the
culture
world.
has a form of chess. It's amazing.
The future.
It's a good game.
Ah, the gazing eye.
It's already been.
Oh, that was the eye in there?
Yep, it's at the top. That's
Okay.
No name.
Really?
That's the
I'm
Yeah,
not
Master of
sure
Masters
about
Keyblade. I've been boning up.
Yeah,
Besides,
you've probably more
Mr.
research
can't
than me at
change
this point.
it, and maybe light will prevail.
Because Keyblades are passed down from master to
Pretty
apprentice.
confident.
The whole idea is that the Master of Masters
But
passed
things aren't in
his
your favor.
Keyblade down from,
Perhaps.
and
But
everything
unlike
the Keyblade
darkness, there's
sees,
more light
he
than
knows
meets
in the
eye.
past.
I wish they were playing like 4D chess.
You might be
Like Star Trek.
surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
I would have loved if young Eric.
Oh, that was a creepy line read.
Yeah.
Thanks, young Xehanort.
I would have loved if young. Oh, it's sort of 3D. They got like ups and downs.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. Alright, so this is it. Kingdom Hearts 3. We're finally starting this fucking game.
Yes.
Also, we're restarting the commentary from this point on in this video because of shenanigans.
Yes, computers and things. So
unfortunately, sorry, we recorded this episode and then the commentary got borked from this point on. So, unfortunately, the rest of the commentary on episode 1 is going to have to be re-recorded.
So we're actually going to play Let's Play Kruse Control's Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Chapter Prologue.
So, sorry, you're not going to get our live reactions for the rest of this episode. That sucks.
Our live reactions are pretty intense.
Thankfully, nothing too crazy happens in episode 1. Episode 2 turned out fine.
You being sarcastic? Oh, you meant of the...
Like, there's nothing too, like, big spoilery to react to. Like, it's just kind of setting the stage.
Oh, I was going to say, a lot of crazy stuff happened.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like episode 2, which our commentary lasted fine,
Yes.
does not have this issue, and that episode, I'm definitely glad we kept our live reactions. But anyway, so we start off in the tutorial here, and it's all like, it controls like Kingdom Hearts.
This is going to be hard for you. You're going to have to judge your own playing.
Yeah, man, so this looks beautiful, though.
It does,
Holy
yes.
shit. Like,
I've gushed quite extensively over this. I will continue to gush quite extensively over this.
And of course they start here.
Yes.
I like how there are things that are common to all the Kingdom Hearts games, and there are things to common to specifically the numbered ones.
Right.
This is the one that's common to the numbered ones, where you start off here.
Okay.
Like things like Birth by Sleep kind of does for a second.
Well, I mean...
Like Dream Drop doesn't.
Yeah, we didn't start in a stained glass area for 2.
Oh, I guess you do shortly, like a little into the tutorial. Roxas thing goes into.
Does he? Oh gosh, I have.
Yeah, because Roxas fights like the kind of the nobody version of the Nightmare.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dark Side.
Oh yeah, Dark Side. Yeah.
Dark
So
we're looking at like scenes from. Are these
all the games?
Are these the renderings from the games, or have they re-rendered them?
No, this is definitely.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely.
That's the old graphical style.
Sora's
for
like,
sure.
hey Wade, remember like 5 years ago when you were much more polygonal?
Yeah, I know, right?
Can you imagine?
So yeah, like, once again, we gotta choose.
There's a whole Calvin and Hobbes comic on that where he tries to convince his son that the old world was in fact black and white photos are color photos of a black and white world.
So yeah, the choice: wisdom, vitality, and balance.
Yes.
Instead of like you're presented with the 3 weapon choices, basically guardian, warrior, mage.
I thought that was the second round of choices.
Well, spoilers, Damien.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, wisdom.
Yeah, so I decided I'm going to go with a magic build on this run because I've done it in Kingdom Hearts games, but I never do it as my first run in Kingdom Hearts games, and I thought maybe it'd be a nice change up.
Yes.
Also because, like, Fragmentary Passage, I enjoyed the magic in that a lot, so I thought maybe I assumed this game was going to play similarly, which, spoiler alert, it does.
Well, that was the whole point of Fragmentary Passage, wasn't it? Was
yeah,
to,
it was a preview, yeah.
Yeah, was to show what the engine would be like.
Epic Rockets fight from the Final Mix.
Which I didn't realize was only in Final Mix. Oh, who was that? What was that? Oh, that's
Dominic.
Oh, I missed... No. I'm looking at the background pictures now that I didn't really look at the first time. There was a shot of the Jeff Bridges from the remake Tron of Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
That's not a... I think I saw that movie between us playing Dream Drop Distance and now, and it's not good.
Yeah, so this is where you pick from the 3... So they made the choice a little different in each game. Kingdom Hearts 1... You choose one of these 3, and then you choose one of the 3 to give up. Kingdom Hearts 2, you just make a choice of one of the 3, and nothing else. And this one, you make 2 positive choices. So that's interesting. There's no giving up, but I mean, behind the scenes, I'm sure, like, the way it works is you're technically giving something up because they made choices.
Yeah.
But it's just they reframed how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this who you are?
No, I'm Wade. That's Sora.
Oh, well, isn't everybody Sora?
I guess.
I mean, it's very possible there's part of your heart in Sora.
I mean, I really hope I'm Sora and not the other one.
Oh, God. The amount of time we've played these games, it could very well be that part of our heart is now in Sora.
Or in Xehanort.
Oh, no.
This could be an evil scheme to Xehanort the world.
Of course, that's it. He's trying to get to us through the games. We all become his Horcruxes.
North the world.
North the world. Please make that a meme, put it on a t-shirt.
Speaking of memes, this is a meme throughout the games, is running towards a wave.
No, it's a theme, not a meme.
Memes can be reoccurring visuals. And this place looks gorgeous.
Yes.
This is a really pretty game.
I swear to God, that's just a straight video of clouds.
Yeah, it does kind of look like it.
That's not even animated. They just took pictures of clouds.
Oh, man. So,
Photoshop.
Have you ever heard of the series Ace Combat?
I've heard of it.
It's like you're flying jets around. I
yeah,
played that.
Sounds about right.
Oh, yeah. So the combat tutorials, I kind of didn't really pay too much attention to because it's all the same stuff. You start with block and dodge, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, which is very helpful.
Yeah, so Ace Combat, a new game recently came out for it. It's like realistic fighter jets, but like the story's all anime bullshit. And like, there's this cutscene from it where like this lady's greeted by like some kids and a dog.
Right.
But for the dog, instead of rendering a dog, they just used a JPEG.
Oh no!
So there's just a JPEG dog standing, like sitting there on the screen while all these other 3D character models are running around. Also, hello, Darkseid.
Yes.
Darkseid looks awesome.
The crazy, watery, silver mirror Darkseid we've got going on.
Yeah, this is super cool.
So I've just thought of something. This literally opened with Sora, like, going through a mirror.
Yeah.
So, and then they never reference it again. So is that going to mean something at the very, 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 very end of the game?
Oh, probably.
Like, I know I made it through the Looking Glass joke, but, like, I feel like they're going to do that. Like, actually, this entire series has been an alternate universe. Next series will be the real universe.
The entire series has been in Wonderland all along.
Oh no, that's the worst idea. Our new hero is Eros, and he is going to.
Yeah, this dark version of Darkseid might be one of the coolest things I've seen in the series, just as far as visual design goes.
And
Darkseid's always been a strong visual design.
Well, it's just the Sora shadow mutated and warped.
Yeah, like it's
tortured and mutilated.
So nice looking. And since I'm playing on Proud, I actually take some hits here.
I never even noticed, like, even the way you're running through the water, you got the foot splashes, like, you see where you're...
Oh, yeah.
Like, they've even gone as far as to animate the ripples in the water.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is thematic, you know, ripple effect, blah, 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 blah.
Like, you just feel the money being spent right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, money's on the screen.
Yeah, this fight is basically the exact same. It's always good.
Oh, yeah, the Darkseid fight's the Darkseid fight.
Yeah.
It's not a Kingdom Hearts game if it's not possible for you to die before the first save point. I saw a review on Final Fantasy VII like that, where this guy tried to play... This guy who loves the game, but first tried to play it, and he was like 7 or something and hated it because he didn't understand it. Why can't I fight?
Yeah, I did not bother with the fight tutorials.
No, we did not watch
it's
the
Kingdom
tutorials.
Hearts. I've played enough Kingdom Hearts. I know how to play Kingdom Hearts.
Does anyone really know how to play Kingdom Hearts?
And so yeah, you get fire and water as spells right off that, and water's new. Water, I don't think has ever been in the series.
So now we're with the. This is post DDD.
Yes.
Not the Kirby villain, Dream Drop Distance. It took me much longer than it should have to realize that it's on the. It was made on the Nintendo 3DS, 3D Dream Drop Distance.
Yep.
Like, really, guys?
Yeah, so, sorry, you kind of fucked up. You failed.
Oh, the twist is coming up. Cool.
The twist?
Yeah, it really got me the first time. We'll see. Anyway, that's not for long. And then we have also commented on how this is their method of reducing you back to level 1.
Yeah, they Metroided you.
Yeah. Xehanort took your power, now you must rebuild up to level 99. Haha, JRPG.
You fucked up on that 3DS game, and now you're level 1 again.
And then first, didn't Square fuck up on that 3DS game?
Did they?
Well, I heard that on the 3DS was like... You said it was like unplayable on the 3DS.
Oh, no, I mean, it just...
It was fine on the...
It was a lot less pleasant than playing it on the PS4.
Yeah. So happy. Oh, right, this thing.
Oh, sorry, you're adorable.
Got it.
I guess they're like, oh, Hercules loves power back. Maybe hang out with him and you'll get your power back.
Episode 1, How Sora Got His Groove Back.
Yeah.
That's what you can call it. No, don't call it that. That's an old reference that no one is going to get. This is... I can remember, was this scene actually in the end of Dream Drop Distance?
No, there was like a scene with...
Because they do take off for Olympus Coliseum at the end of Dream Drop.
Okay, then this must be like a redo of this.
Like, yeah, just
It's not the same scene.
Okay.
But maybe they just kind of redid it.
Because he still goes, yeah, we commented on this too, externally, that, oh god.
No, fuck you!
That, you know, the first two games...
Stupid gummy ship!
The first two games drop you into sort of a pastoral, easy learning tutorial world, and this game just throws you right in with the deep end.
Yeah, you're not pissing around on Destiny Islands or in Twilight Town.
Nope.
You're just go to Olympus, now!
We're going to start with God of War. That's not a joke, but wait till we get there.
Yeah, it sucks we couldn't get our live reactions for this, but...
We're actually basically saying the same stuff as far as I recall.
Yeah.
We're making the same jokes. I'm not that clever. I only come up with a few jokes at a time.
Also, Sora doesn't even know how to do anything anymore.
Well, no, he got his heart darked by darkness, and now he needs to find the light with his memories.
Hurt. Friendship. Sora,
Yes.
Donald.
Well, the friendship will help him find the light in his heart to fight the
Got
darkness.
nothing. What did you expect?
I was watching Donald Duck cartoons last night with my family, like old 40s
Yeah,
ones.
there's that may your
He's
heart
pretty
be,
great.
that may your heart be your guiding key seems to be a line they're trying to make super relevant.
Yeah.
They wouldn't shut up about it in the back cover movie.
Yes.
Really?
Like they said it like 5
Maybe
million
Yen Sid is
times.
Master of Masters. He's just super old.
Oh man.
Because like he used to be like young and hip, and now he's like 1,000 years old. And although we've so how long before this is the Keyblade War?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'll happen by the end.
Because some
of the game.
people are saying like it's 1,000 years. Some people say it's like 100 years, which seems like a very short amount of time.
I believe it's officially 100 years.
That's way
before
too
this-
short amount of time.
before Kingdom Hearts 1.
That'd be like if Lord of the Rings, like the Last Alliance, was like 100 years before the movie. It's like, yeah, we all remember this dude. Most of us were alive for that.
By the way, to actually comment on what's happening here, literally, it's like, I don't know what to do, and it's like, let's say this one line, and it's like, okay, no.
Oh yeah, here's the twist.
Yeah, fuck you, Nomura.
It's actually Kingdom Hearts 2.0. We'll be
Uh,
playing Kingdom Hearts 3 next year.
yeah. God, can you imagine if they never showed, like, if they just made this Kingdom Hearts 2.9, like, for the whole game?
You know, I'm trying to laugh at that, but that almost seems like some bullshit that they'd pull.
At long last.
Oh yeah, now here's the not Charlton Heston giving us the plot of Hercules. After 3 games, we are actually doing the plot of the movie Hercules.
Yeah, I guess we never really did the plot of that movie. at
No.
all. Like even like Kingdom Hearts 2 had like the Underworld stuff, but none of that was really from the movie.
No, the actual plot of Hercules is Hades trying to overthrow Olympus with the Titans.
Look at all these animated.
I'd also forgotten Oron.
Yeah, Oron's awesome. Ugh, I love him.
He was in. He used him in 2, and then Cloud 1, and Terra in Birth by Sleep.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
And that's when you met Zack, right, in Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
A wave
And then
of darkness slants down from their
They hinted that
celestial
Sephiroth was going to do something with him at the end of Birth by Sleep.
Hades
I'm
freed the Titans
I'm
from their
replaying
prison.
Final Fantasy VII, so I'm remembering who Zack was.
Here's these old bosses that you might have fought.
Yep. We're gonna fight them again.
Spoilers.
Sorry. But it's gonna be
That
awesome
doesn't
because look
even
at the
happen.
rendering. Look at the rendering, so good.
Yeah,
Look at Hades.
Hades is awesome. Like, Hades is one of the best looking things I've seen in this game so far, aside from Dark Side. Also, hey, social media.
Yes, we now have tweets. Sora is tweeting.
The hashtags are in hearts.
Yes, heart tags. Pint and a half. I don't even know what that means.
I feel like Sora calling the other 2 half pints is out of character. That seems like a thing.
I think Sora's the half pint. Goofy's the tall one.
Yeah, that seems like something Sora wouldn't say.
Maybe Donald's doing the tweeting.
I think he's got like a social media manager that's tweeting for him.
He needs to get a better one.
Huh?
Hey, and we do not start in the Coliseum.
No, we start under a rock.
No fanfare?
I do like Sora's little boop.
Do 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 do.
Haley Joel Osment really has grown into the role. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1, his voice acting's really rough, but I think he's pretty good now.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1, everyone's voice acting is kind of rough. It's
I think some people are pretty good. I think Riku is pretty decent off the bat.
I mean, the ones who can handle it, but I think they were being directed by a guy whose English was his second language. So, and they themselves didn't know what the hell was going on or what they were talking about.
Hayden Panettiere was always pretty rough.
Yeah.
I don't think she's actually back for this game.
She's not. It's a different actress.
Which is probably fine.
She's probably too busy actually being a successful actress. So.
Is she though? Is
oh
she
yeah,
in
she's
anything?
in. Yeah, she's in that show, Nashville. She's been in that for years.
Okay, like I
years.
know her from Heroes, but I don't.
Heroes?
I don't think I've seen her in anything.
No, she's been doing Nashville for quite a few years now. She's never been out of work since she was. Her first movie was Remember the Titans for Disney in like 1999 when she was like 10. So she has not been out of work since then.
Look at this heart. Look at these heartless.
The large body looks amazing.
Yeah, they look great.
Yeah.
Like the lighting is really good.
Yes.
They're using the Unreal Engine. Yeah, so Magic works just.
Looks pretty real.
Magic works just like TH2. You've got the bar, and when it runs out, it goes. Into
What?
the
Not those
refill
stupid
mode.
little blue modules, but then the orange modules, whatever that meant in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, to be honest, I kind of prefer the KH1 system.
Really?
I'm not a huge fan of like, oh, your MP's out, wait for it to recharge, kind of like. I don't know.
But this one does that.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Oh, I see. I never understood how the other
In
one worked.
comparison to just having an MP meter that you refill with items or hitting people.
I like the idea of not having to use ethers because I never use the damn thing. Like, oh no, what if I run out?
I think actually I like the command deck system from the side where you just have your deck of moves. And they refill.
Yeah,
instead of like there's just no MP at all in those games. I think I prefer that, but as far as the main Kingdom Hearts games goes, I think I prefer KH1 system. Damien's whispering stuff to me.
I'm asking if we should check our recording.
Okay, Damien wants to make sure we didn't fuck up the commentary again.
I don't want to do this a third time.
Okay, our commentary appears to still be going, so we will continue. While I mess around in menus in the main game.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was just checking all my abilities. You start with quite a bit, and we do not put the 0 XP on.
No. We'll do that for our next playthrough.
No, we won't.
Okay,
I will never do that. Playing on Proud Mode for that challenge is one thing. Playing at level 1, no thank you.
Oh, this is me reminding Wade to put his shortcuts on.
Yes. I think I did.
I have always liked that from the very beginning, the shortcut magic menu.
I don't really use shortcuts for items in these games. I tend to just use
I feel like
the
maybe
menu.
you should. No.
But it's mostly because, like, when I have enough spells to fill the menu, I fill the menu with spells.
Oh, also you're now Spider-Man because Disney owns Marvel?
Yeah, so we had the flow motion in Dream Drop Distance, and I guess they brought that back, but they also brought in wall running.
Again, as I pointed out before, which you don't know because you didn't hear it, Dream Drop Distance was in your dreams. In your dreams, you can run up walls and fly. There's no logical reason why you can run up walls in the real world.
And I retorted back by saying it's the power of anime, shut up.
That's
Wait,
not
Sora can
an
do all
answer.
Sora can do all these other incredible things, and you're drawing a line at wall running?
Yeah. At least give me an excuse.
He can cast water and fire.
Everybody can do that.
But it's still
That's not
magic.
special.
Just say he's using air magic.
Air magic. Then why couldn't he do it from the beginning?
Because he didn't know how.
Fine.
His experience in Dream Drop Distance made him learn. There you go.
I like learning.
Yeah, I don't. Learning sucks.
No, learning's awesome.
Learning's for nerds.
Because then you're smarter and you know things.
Also, obviously, environment looks great.
Well, yeah.
To be honest, though, I find the color palette a bit muted, and I don't like it.
Well, that's something that happens with higher rendering. Like,
Yeah.
you can do more with darker colors, so they do.
Yeah, that's just like, they're going for a more realistic look
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the world, not to the characters. Obviously.
Exactly. It's less...
I mean, the characters, I guess, as well, in a sense.
Did I make a turn at
I
the
don't know.
wrong
It's like it's still cartoony, but it's also more realistic. So
I was going to say make a left turn at Albuquerque, but
Where are you?
that's a Looney Tunes joke, not a Disney joke.
all you need to do to find Hercules is to call his name.
Yes, and then that makes the
That makes the title screen.
title
come
screen
up,
appear, yeah.
which is a great title screen. These have always been great. Even back as far as KH1, I've loved the title screens of the worlds. It's just a fun.
You know, some dude's job was like title screen designer, and that's what he did for like 5 years, was like come up with bit by bit animation.
Yeah.
And then another guy was...
Oh, this is definitely Hercules.
I'm trying to think, the it's got that weird, like... I'm trying to think of what that looks like.
I know I dotted
The
my
cartoon
I's,
smoke,
crossed my T's, zeroed
Hi,
the
creepy
arrow.
actor man.
So what gives?
Yeah, who plays this? Just some random nobody, eh?
Yeah, I think it might be Steve Bloom. He does everything.
Oh, yeah, that's probably him.
Might be Jennifer Hale.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I could buy that.
I wish James Wood wasn't so good at this because, man, I hate loving his performance because he's such a creep.
Damn James Woods being so good at being the devil.
Hades is here, then where's her?
What is everyone's infatuation with that?
In fairness, I think this is only work nowadays.
Yeah.
Otherwise he'd start to
You know, never mind. Never mind.
Hey, we got to be careful. He like watches this stuff and he'll tweet the crap out of you.
Yeah, I do have a Twitter, so
Yeah,
wouldn't want to get harassed by
he
James.
will harass you and threaten you with legal action.
Jack's not going to do nothing.
Oh,
about that.
easy. What is this, Sparta?
What's that?
Sorry,
Turn
I'm
on
making a
schedule.
joke at the owner of
Don't
Twitter's
have time to
expense.
toss
Oh.
around the old fire and brimstone.
Wait, someone owns
The
Twitter?
whole cosmos
Well,
is
the guy
basically
runs
waiting
it,
for me to,
Jack,
you know,
is his name,
conquer
Jack
it.
something. He's an asshole.
Weren't they ex YouTube employees? No,
He
wait,
thinks he can
ex Google
actually pull it
employees?
off this
Maybe.
I can never remember how it went. Or YouTube was founded by ex Google employees, or Twitter was founded by ex
Power!
something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's so fucking good at this role. Also,
Well-
Hey Titans.
That's the whole. I mean, if you watch the documentary on the making of, like, when they were running auditions for the movie, every actor would come in and be like, "I am Hades and I will destroy you," and then for whatever reason, James Woods came in and was like, "Hey, I'm Hades. How's it going? Nice to see you. Hey, nice face." You know? And people were like, "Hey, that'll be a hilarious theme. Let's go that way." But he came up with it.
Sorry, we're talking over the cutscenes as
Sorry.
much as we are. We've seen them already, so I guess it's.
Well, no, they can still see. There's not much to hear. Just mute our audio.
Well, I mean, they can't mute our audio, just our audio.
No, I know.
That's not how YouTube works.
I've always said if you want to watch the Star Wars prequels, if you watch them with the audio off, they're a lot better.
That's sent him sailing.
Yes. So are we? Hello?
He's got quite the chin.
Did you just have a stroke?
Sailing right to where I left. No biggie.
You just sort of had a flashback there.
Yeah, the fire effects on him are
Nice
great.
work,
Yeah.
boys. So, back to the whole cosmic.
I think that's the biggest strength of this new graphical engine is a lot of the particle effects and the fire and like the special effects.
Fire
look
and water and
great.
air and
I'm a
dust.
little back and forth on the character models and the worlds, but the actual effects are
It's
awesome.
always
Well, that's always been the thing, like trying
when it
to
rains,
convert
it pours.
2D creations into
Those are the
3D.
best.
These two, however, look great.
Pete, yeah, Pete does have have an official 3D model though, because there's 3D Disney cartoons.
yeah.
Same reason Mickey and
Now I gotta
Goofy and
put up with you two.
Donald all look good because they've
Funny,
been
I
doing
don't
3D
remember you
Disney
doing
cartoons
me any
forever.
memorable
But
favors. So,
but, like,
if you
Hercules
keep your
characters
heart
were
this
designed
time,
specifically
I'm
to be
going back
flat.
to my original
Yeah.
plan, all
And
right?
it shows.
Yeah,
So-
like, it was
Hades
very stylized.
translates quite well.
Exits that away.
Well, it was a very stylized
Also, I
cartoon.
am really loving Hades' body language. The animators had fun with it.
Did he improv all this and they just animated around it? It's
I
like
probably.
like Robin Williams and Aladdin.
All I need to know is
Apparently, there's like 18 hours of unused recording footage of Robin Williams and Aladdin.
Black box. What could that
Yes.
be?
Black box.
Now we have to go back to the story. So
That
apparently,
stupid mobile game
yeah, the
is
mobile game is
relevant.
important.
What?
Yeah.
Has everyone played the mobile game for
No.
5 minutes?
I did actually play it for several hours.
So
and
did
then
I.
It took fucking forever for
Well,
anything to
I
happen.
got bored. I do a couple rounds a day and then I forgot I had it, like I do with most things.
Where might it be?
My games, my family.
So they're all like, "Hey, Zeus buried a box somewhere. Maybe it's that box."
Yes, it's very important. So the black box, for those of you who do not know, was given by the Master of Masters to his apprentice. And he
Luciu, was it?
Luciu, yeah.
And then
Along
Luciu
with-
kind of disappeared.
Yes, he was told to watch the Keyblade War but not participate in it. He was given the box and he was given the Keyblade with the gazing eye.
And then he gave the Book of Prophecies to everyone, but,
Everyone had
but
the
it was
Book
like
of
a slightly different copy to
Yes.
everyone. Yeah. So, man, what an asshole.
Yeah, he does seem kind of a dick. And the gazing eye, which is in the Keyblade that's passed down all the way to Xehanort, is able to tell the Master what's going to happen in the future.
Which suggests that the Master might still be around. He also disappeared.
He also disappeared. Yeah, Luciu might even still be
I
around.
guess this counts.
There's no knowledge of him because you can have ex-Keyblade Masters like Yen Sid. Maybe Yen Sid is Luciu.
Just a second.
So speaking of Hercules, also this is kind of hilarious.
Yes.
Oh, we're done. You were right though. It should be Don Cheadle. Yeah, speaking of Hercules characters and how they translate to 3D, I think Hercules himself looks kind of bad.
Yeah, he looks kind of like a
I'm impressed.
looks like a rubber mask.
Yeah, it's something about something is very uncanny
Herc.
valley about him.
Well, the hair is completely like
What's going
solid;
on?
it doesn't move, or just the
I
front.
mean, a lot
lock
of
does.
people's hair is like that in these games,
Yeah,
but it's just, I don't know, something about him looks almost creepy.
So that's why I
style.
swear that's why they gave Sora the spiky hair, because it was probably easier to animate in the old days.
Starts with an H.
You just have it bounce a bit.
Ah, I get the picture.
Yeah, I mean that
Actually,
JRPG
we bumped
protagonist
into the
hair.
H-tur on
Yes.
the way
The
here.
H-tur.
But again, it's easier to animate in
He
3D
said something about
than
conquering
try and
the
do
whole
individual strands of
cosmos.
hair.
He calls Hades the H-tur.
All
I
of
think,
it,
like,
huh?
Hulk or something like the
Nice of him
Hulkster.
to show a
Well, they're both
little
awful.
Yeah,
self-restraint.
that's true.
Well, whatever he's planning, I'll send him running back across
Oh yeah, and they
the
got
sticks.
Hercules' old voice actor.
They did. They got
for
it.
the first time. Like, it's never been him in these games. It's always been like, well, Sean Austin was Kingdom Hearts 1, and then they got like a sound alike in other games.
Yeah, I've always said everyone has car payments.
Hey, guess what? The save points and Moogle shops are back. What a shock!
Well, there's all. Oh no, I guess Moogle Shop wasn't a thing in 1. You just went to the store in Traverse Town.
Yeah, but so yeah, since this stuff seems to work just like it does in KH2, where you hand over your items, you get items for handing over items, and then you use those items to synthesize items.
I think the thing that threw me the first time I played Kingdom Hearts 1 is it's very much intended to be played like an RPG, and not like a story-based game.
What do you mean?
Well, like, if you're going to level up to 99, if you're going to beat all the secret bosses, you gotta level up to 99, which means you gotta grind. Finding all the Moogle items is, like, ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, actually getting all the synthesis done in Kingdom Hearts 1 is a huge pain in the ass.
Exactly, yeah.
I did it earlier last
I've
year.
never done it.
I'm working on getting the Platinum Trophy for 1 and 2. I haven't
Nice.
done it yet, but yeah, I got all the synthesis done. I got the ultimate weapon.
Good.
It's
So,
it took a long
Sora,
time.
I can
Is there a
imagine.
reason you guys are visiting? I'm guessing it's
Ooh, I like
not
cheese
just
and
for the
olives.
cheese and olives.
Olives.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like
Gross.
somebody forgot.
Green olives. I don't like black olives.
Green
I
is
just
worse.
took
Like,
my
green are the
time
best
remembering.
It smells so bad.
Herc.
You have
I
stuff with
came
a little
here so I
pimento,
could
or I've
ask you
seen stuff with
something.
garlic. Those are really nice.
Ask me?
Yeah. Do you remember the last
I drink
time we were
martinis, so I
together?
love having my olives.
You were feeling down and out.
It's the excuse the
How did
writers
you get
came
your
up with, so
strength
you wouldn't
back?
be in our party that
when you
time.
jumped
Yes.
in and
So
saved
you
Wait,
could
what?
have Oron instead.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's tough.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
noticed he
yeah.
wasn't in our party in
All
1
I know
either, now
is
that I
that
think about
she
it.
was in trouble. Suddenly, I wanted to save her with all my heart, but it's not like I could tell you how.
You just have to believe
man.
and wish.
What's wrong?
All my strength is gone from me too.
They finally replaced
That's
wishes
why
in Disney
I need
World.
you.
Which
Because I
is
was
fine, I
hoping
guess, with
you
that
might
happen,
have
but I'd
a
love wishes.
solution or something.
I'm sorry, Sora.
I love Donald's rendering in this. He looks so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, Donald and Goofy look really good.
Just his eyes are so expressive.
Um,
I mean, they've always been designs that work. That's the reason they're like 100 years old and counting. But
yeah, ultimately, I do think I prefer the old
Let's
style.
talk later.
It's,
Really?
it's less and
Once we
technically
dealt with
impressive,
these
but
guys.
I felt it had more charm.
well, it definitely has a charm to it. It's not like we're not going to play it. Flow motion.
Yeah, so Flow Motion's back, and pretty much in almost exactly the same form as it was in Dream Drop.
We have all the things in this game.
The big difference, I guess, in Dream Drop is you can't quite get as much vertical stuff going on. Like, you can't just bypass whole levels by going across rooftops.
In Dream Drop or this?
Like, in this, you can.
Yeah,
In
they
Dream
probably
Drop-
realized that was a problem.
Yeah, in Dream Drop, it was designed for that as well, but you could kind of cheat it a lot in Dream Drop, whereas this, it's a bit more
Well,
limited.
as in all Kingdom Hearts games, the Disney worlds are literally the least important part of the story.
Yeah, like, I'm sure much like Kingdom Hearts 2, there will be extended periods of time where the main plot's not really progressing much.
I like to picture the initial design meeting where
Yeah, like these fire effects.
yeah,
are
I know.
great.
Look at the trailing even.
Like all the elemental stuff, the spell effects, it all looks awesome. Like that stuff, I like a lot.
I like to picture a design meeting where Nomura and them sort of sat down and went through the whole story, and people were like, I don't know if we can make this game, and then he said, but what if we put Disney characters in it? And they were like, oh yeah, okay, we'll do that then.
Well, I think originally it was supposed to be Disney. Yeah, Mickey was originally going to be the protagonist.
Yeah, so that was way back.
Yeah.
That's why Sora kind of looks like Mickey.
Yeah, I do like how he is like an anime boy.
You're okay.
Hey, Meg. Yeah, Meg definitely translates to the art style better than
Oh
Meg
yeah,
does.
she says she's her. No, does.
Not with the
They
Heartless
seem to have
involved.
put some effort
We're
into
just
her
lucky our
character
friend
model.
showed up.
Yes.
in
I'd like to
more
put
ways
some
than
effort into
one.
the
No.
character. Sorry.
Sora,
Donald.
Goofy.
Goofy.
God, I love how she
Guess
says
I owe
goofy.
you a big thank you.
I'm trying to think if she's done anything else major. I mean, she's a
You need
voice
to stay
actress. But
someplace safe.
what else I
We'll
might have
search
seen
the
her.
For some reason, I always
and
assumed it
make
was like a
sure
famous
everyone
actress who
manages
Nope.
to
played her,
get clear
but
of the fire.
I used to think it was her voice kind of sounds like Frasier's wife, if you remember from way back.
oh man, Frasier was a great
you
show.
guys in?
Baby Newirth,
Of
who I always
course
really
we're in.
liked from Cheers.
Man,
Break a
that's
leg, then.
quite the impossibly tiny waist, by the way. That's
Well,
like a
it
Bruce,
did- that
that's
is a
like a
Disney
Bruce Timm
character,
design
yeah.
there.
Phil,
Freaking
you
Batgirl's
should go
tiny
with Meg.
waist.
And then there's Phil.
And then there's Phil, who doesn't talk.
Nope,
He
they
just
didn't get his
could,
actor
like,
back.
swatch his face.
I'm not going to look this up because I'm going to look up and find out that Robert Costanzo is dead, and I'll be
Keep her
sad.
safe.
I don't think so. I
No,
think he
probably
still
not.
does work.
I just don't see why they wouldn't. I guess maybe they figured like it was pointless.
Well, and, like, keep in mind, like, they wouldn't necessarily make their decisions on which characters talk based on American voice actors, because this is a Japanese-made game.
I
I
suppose.
think
Yeah.
it's just coincidence.
So is that why Hercules is so prominent in these games because it was popular in Japan?
Probably. I think that's the reason why Winnie the Pooh's and everything, because
Well,
Winnie
yeah.
the Pooh's
That
usually
way.
Disney movies in general are pretty popular in Japan.
Yes.
But I think that's also the reason why. Also, hello Pixar character.
Yes. The civilians look Pixar-y.
Oh no!
And I think that's
There's
one of
a
the
little
reasons why
girl
we probably
caught on
won't see
fire.
Disney afternoon stuff.
Let's go.
Because
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
making
think that
that
really
comment.
had any play in
Running's
Japan.
too slow.
Get modding.
Then what's the other choice?
Modding is a lot harder to do on console games
I
than
know.
it is PC games.
Get on that.
Also, so they're doing this because running over there would be too slow.
Well, it was pretty far away.
But like,
Like she's all the way up there where that flame is.
they're really like Sora can run off walls.
That's good.
We've
Now
established
hold on
this.
I know.
Look how much time they're spending on doing this. They totally could have just ran over there. They just wanted to have a cool scene where Hercules tossed the statue.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Oh no. Wrong anime. That was I guess that was most people's first experience with anime. It was mine, certainly. Most Western.
For a lot of
audiences.
people, I'd say probably Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball.
Oh, they come before Pokemon? Yeah, I remember Sailor Moon. Yeah, I remember
Sailor Moon, I can't remember. Dragon Ball Z, I can't remember if it was before or after, but the original Dragon
We
Ball
better
was
check
on
and see
TV.
if
In
anyone
the
else
Western
needs
world?
us.
Yeah, we only got the first season of it, but we got it.
Well, if it
Hey,
isn't Sora
Maleficent.
and James Pons.
Huh?
Yeah, they look great.
Pete!
I love Pete's
the
dumb
Wizard of
design.
Yeah.
It's so fucking awesome.
I
It's so
still-
dumb.
I still say they should have patterned Maleficent after the Angelina Jolie character.
Oh, God.
Just for the hell of it. Just because they can.
Sidekicks, but Kid Keyblader here looks
Everyone
way
stop
cuter
picking
than
on
the last
Sora.
time.
Yeah,
So
everyone dumps on Sora a lot in this game.
At least in this early part.
Waste no time with the boy.
He's inconsequential. He's kicked your ass twice.
Kicked your ass when you were a dragon.
Yes.
It was hard. I had to summon Tinkerbell.
It was, yes, that.
Oh, we got to find that black box.
Be silent,
Oh,
you
Pete.
fool.
Love how they brought him in two. Like,
As for
who's your
you,
Maleficent's
we
henchman
shall
be?
meet
Yeah.
again.
It's like we murdered
But I
half
have
of the
time
Disney
for
villains she
such
was working
trifles.
with. I guess we need someone new.
Well, not
You
even that, but
better
you need a
get your act
goofy,
together before
villainous
then.
character.
Later, twerps.
Pete's fairly popular. He's had TV shows he's been on.
Yeah, Pete's a good choice. He's a
Yeah.
good bumbling henchman.
And it's, who's his dink he does? Is it, oh, I was going to mix up. I think it's
It's
Cummings.
fine.
I think
Yeah, it's Jim
Cummings.
Cummings. Yeah, same as Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Darkwing Duck.
And Darkwing Duck. Oh, yeah, of course, Darkwing
Sound
Duck.
like it. Did Pete
The
say
noun that
his
verbs your
mean
other
things
noun.
Bother ya?
Don't pay attention
It's
to
fine.
Pete. He's
I can
just a
take it.
bully, and bullies are losers.
He was my neighbor for a long time.
You can't
I have a son.
take
Did
it.
I mention that?
Did you
Don't
know
say
that Goofy
that.
fucks?
Oh, I just
Awkward.
said what he said.
Maybe Max is adopted
No, Goofy fucks something.
because they're, well, I mean, his girlfriend was always Clarabelle Cow
Oh.
in the originals. Now that having been said,
Hey, Clarabelle Cow is in Kingdom Hearts
I
canon.
know.
She shows up in
she
two.
showed up in
Oh, yeah,
Timeless
so
River.
yeah, we found this weird Hercules doll and,
Yeah.
and hid it. And we're going to keep finding those throughout the level. And they feel like they should be collectibles, but they don't appear to be.
No, but that might come up later, or it's just a weird design add-on.
Yeah, maybe it's just some like designer was having some fun and
Yeah.
decided to.
Hey, we have a few extra pixels here. Let's throw, because the whole idea, the weird thing about the way Hercules was made, it was like, what was it? What was it? What they were trying to combine? They were trying to combine Superman and Rocky. That was it.
Yeah, okay.
Which is an odd choice, but that's what it is. He's like Superman because he's really strong and has to learn to control his powers. And then he's Rocky. Yeah, and abandoned as a child. And then Rocky because like he has to, you know, literally go the distance, which is the song from Rocky and from Hercules.
Wait, that song's in Rocky?
Not that song, but "Go the Distance" is the term from Rocky the movie. Like that's his whole thing. I'm going to go the distance against Creed. You know.
I haven't actually watched any.
Oh, the first one's great. I mean, the first one's a classic. They get progressively dumber as they go.
A running theme of this channel is me revealing I haven't watched quote unquote famous movies.
There's a very nice girl on YouTube who has a whole series on that. And I quite like her stuff. She's like she's like 25 and she hasn't seen Damien or anything.
Yeah,
so she.
Like, oh, is it Tomorrow hasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am down on her now after the whole Doug Walker incident.
Well, I don't blame her for that.
Well,
she
except she came out and like started like defending it.
Well, she also pays her bills. People have to eat. Like I don't blame actors for having to eat.
I mean, I blame people for working with awful people once it's known.
Again, everyone has to have a job.
But like,
if you get another job, I'm sure she would. But anyway, yeah, she seems pleasant enough.
Well, like I mean, it's not like she has to stop making her videos.
Yeah, I guess that. Well, you don't know. The contract might be you can't use your own name. You're not sure about some of these showbiz contracts. They like, I think the internet has gone back to like the 1930s era of Hollywood, where you literally weren't allowed to be in a movie unless it was with a certain studio.
Fire hot. I guess my objection is she could have at least just said nothing. But instead, she felt like the need to come out and like basically attack people who were throwing accusations around and like. It's like fuck you.
That was kind of a messy situation for
Same
all
with
involved.
like the film critic dude. What's his name? One of the only people who stuck around.
I don't know. I don't.
He's a guy that you watch.
Oh, Cinema Snob.
Yeah, Cinema Snob.
I enjoy him way too much to stop watching his stuff.
Um,
I just know enough about the entertainment industry that if you are in the entertainment industry, someone you work for is a huge asshole. No matter who you work for or where you work, someone is a massive asshole. Probably a sexual pervert, too.
I just feel we're at the point where I no longer accept that as an excuse.
Well, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying people got to work. Or you start becoming like, you become like an office worker or something. It's unfortunate, but like the entertainment industry has always been awful and run by awful people. Like, awful, always. Watch The Godfather. Have you seen The Godfather?
I think so. The first one, I think.
Yeah, no, it's.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we got. This is a good ability, Magic
Yes.
Combo Thrift, because I'm doing a magic run. So when I do those magic combos,
Now you get different abilities based on what path you choose, don't you?
Yes, or at least they unlock at different levels.
Right, like there's a different progression.
Yeah, like so for example, like in Kingdom Hearts 1, what you choose determines like when, say, dodge roll and block open up. So yeah, fire hot. So shield.
Yes,
fire
now we have
hot.
mini games.
So
Square has apparently
shield surfing.
Square has almost figured out mini games.
I knew that was in the game, but they'd shown it in trailer, but not over fire. But it was like in a snow level. I was in Frozen.
Yeah, well, that would be the snow.
Where you're like sledding down a hill.
You mentioned with all the you mentioned earlier with all the Pixar stuff, you were surprised they didn't put cars in this, and I was figuring it was just because Square is not so great with the driving mini games. But that could be.
You didn't like the kart racing in Birth by Sleep?
The kart racing in Birth by Sleep. Anything in Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, I really like the motorcycle.
Really?
Yeah, although I don't know if I'd like that playing on an iPad like you did.
Even on this thing, I was like, this is kind of stiff and awkward.
For its time, I thought it was a lot of fun.
They should just got the guys who did Mario 64. Hey, can you pop over and just do this real quick?
At some point, they made a phone game version of that where it was like it was a new game.
Just a motorcycle,
but it was like a motorcycle game.
It's funny.
Apparently, it was pretty fun too. Yeah, I dug it. But I don't like Cars is just so ridiculously popular that
is it popular in Japan too?
I think it's popular everywhere. Like it made all the money.
Yeah, the merchandise certainly made all the money.
So it does surprise me a little bit that they did not do a Cars World. And I guess unless there's a surprise Cars World.
There could be, or at least if it's a
they've shown a lot of worlds in the trailers, and I'm beginning to suspect they've shown all of them, but we'll see.
Also, we commented before that we see Donald freezing an enemy and shattering it, so that's a thing that he can do.
Yeah, and also that there's civilians in the world.
Yes,
which is something that never fucking happens.
There's not a lot of them,
but they're there.
Most of them are probably dead.
We're currently trying to save some. So yeah, the full motion stuff. Yeah, still pretty cool, I guess. It's a little hard to aim, as you can see me sometimes
flying off into the distance.
Yeah, But it's cool when it works. It looks nice.
I noticed this. This is also... I meant to mention this like 30 minutes ago. When you were doing the opening tutorial with Sora on the stained glass windows, that's the first time it's ever actually been a Keyblade, isn't it? Because in the first one, it was whatever your chosen weapon was.
I think Roxas has the Keyblade in his.
Does he? I thought he had the struggle club.
He has that at first, but then it becomes the Keyblade when he fights nobodies for the first time, and that's before the.
Oh, okay.
That's before they delve into his Sora's heart or his heart or both, I guess. What the fuck? I don't know.
Why is Sora's heart made of stained glass windows?
I don't know. I think everyone's is in this.
Is it? Okay, that would explain why they're so fragile.
I know, right? Yeah, I guess. They talk about,
theme!
They talk about people's hearts getting shattered and stuff, so it's like, oh no.
Because they're literally made of glass.
Yeah. So wall climb!
They were in love and it was a gas.
This is fun. I enjoy the wall running. Like, it's a very simple addition.
Spider Sora.
It just
Spider Sora.
And that was where I came from, so I got turned around for a second.
Yes, we had to get mapped out here.
It's weird commenting on this after we've done it. This is the first time we've ever had to do this.
Well, we've done Let's Watches before.
Yeah, but not, like, our own gameplay.
That's true.
So I have to, like...
Usually when I comment
again,
on
I'm sorry we're not getting our live reactions for this episode.
It'll be live from now on.
It will be. I have purchased a new microphone, so we should not run into this problem again.
Yeah, because I remember this part, you just run around finding pickups for a little bit.
Yeah, basically running our way
If it
through
wasn't
the
a
level.
giant pain in the ass, you could almost cut this out.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the editing work. So I'll just talk about bullshit while I run my way through the level.
Trinity Sled. I'm liking that the worlds are a bit bigger than they were in KH2.
Yeah, like with KH1, they were like there was too much exploration. And you just aimlessly wandered around until you stumble onto the next cutscene, and it sucked. Kingdom Hearts 2, they kind of over-adjusted and made things super linear.
Every single area you went into, there was a new cutscene.
So this one feels like a decent balance between the two. There's definitely a linear path, but there are enough side paths to kind of explore.
Okay, well, Square hasn't quite got the minigames down yet.
Well, this is more my fault. I just bumped into walls.
I feel like level 1 shouldn't be quite that sticky, but whatever.
Oh yeah, for some reason I had to walk back.
You have to gather your party before venturing forth. No, I think you forgot that you'd gone the wrong way.
No, I was checking for pods.
Oh, okay.
I knew I had to run back, so I just ran back and checked for pods. There we go. Yeah, I just had to get out of the trigger zone, I guess. I don't know.
Did the word Trinity even show up in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Oh yeah, there's the Trinity limit.
Okay, there was. Okay. Because I remember it was a huge thing in 1.
Yeah, because you found the Trinity marks. Yeah.
Trinity marks, Trinity limit, Trinity from the Matrix. Wait, no, she's in Mass Effect.
Eventually Disney will buy the Matrix, and then we'll get a Matrix world.
What's her name? Carrie Ann Moss. She was in Mass Effect. Not
Was she? Who was she?
She was Arya.
Oh, okay.
She's great. Don't fuck with Arya.
Yeah, she's awesome. I still never played the DLC for 3. I should really do that.
The story makes more sense, but if you hated the ending the first time, you'll still hate it.
Like, apparently the Citadel DLC is awesome.
Citadel DLC is great.
Yeah.
If you want to see just all Jennifer Hale, all the overplaying femme shit.
Yeah, I keep holding it. So yeah, this section of the game is like you're basically finding civilians, you're killing all the Heartless around, and then you talk to them.
It's tutorial, it's practice. Like I said, they're throwing you into the deep end. You're fighting.
Yeah, I dig that we're just getting right into go through a Disney World, fight things, do there's no putzing around. I didn't mind the putzing around in the other 2 games, but we've done it enough. It's time to jump in.
The first time I played Kingdom Hearts 2, man, I'm like, for 3 hours, I'm like, what the hell is happening? Where am I? Who am I?
I maintain, though, I think the opening of 2 is awesome.
It is, but it's just it's so batshit. They just drop you into it. It's like, okay, so am I Roxas for the whole game?
Especially if you did not play Chain of Memories, which I had not.
Well, I played Chain of Memories, but Roxas isn't in Chain of Memories.
But the organization.
The organization, you know who they are. You know who Diz is, Axel.
Axel, Diz, Naminé, all of this crazy shit. Roxas isn't Sora's in a pod for some reason.
Well, that's at the very end of the.
But that whole first few hours is what the.
Yeah, my friend in Toronto played 1 and 2 without Chain of Memories, so I asked him, so what was that like? He's like, yeah, it was a bit confusing.
Yeah.
We got
and so did I, back when 2 came out. I think someone told me though to at least read a story synopsis, and I did, so I was a little prepared for it. But it was still
going in blind, I can't even imagine.
Hi, lady, who still also kind of looks like a Pixar lady.
Where did all these
Actually, they look like those. No, they don't. They look like those internet avatars from Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah, a little bit. That movie was fun.
I enjoyed that movie. I know it got sort of middling reviews, but I really liked it.
I think it did okay.
We'll put these hotheads out.
Oh no, financially it did great.
I
But
think
the
review
reviews,
was, it did okay.
yeah, it did. It wasn't.
Who are you?
No, it didn't. It didn't tank.
Where is
It was considered not as good as 1.
Which I agree with.
I don't know. I was never the hugest fan of 1.
I think 1 is more consistent in its theming and
Yeah,
character
maybe.
arcs.
Yeah, I just enjoyed 2 for the visual. Also the princess scene.
Yeah. So I noticed when I was casting water there that when the fireball hit me, it kind of just canceled it out. So that's cool.
Which is nice. Well, because you have that shield of water around you.
Yeah, yeah.
One thing is interesting jumping between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 is the difference in the fire spell.
Yeah, yeah. The
1 is
area-
shoot fire, 2 is fire shield.
In wisdom form in 2, I really like the fire shield. It's a lot of fun because you're moving while it's going.
Oh, nice.
So you're like zipping around in between, like in the middle of the enemy forces, and like fire's just expanding everywhere. It looks awesome. I don't like it as much in regular form because you have to stand still.
You know what actually this looks like? A few years back,
Thank you. You're so kind.
they did a
Training, and one day
computer
you'll be
animated
breaking
movie
your
of
like
Asterix.
Hercules.
Just to interrupt you for a second.
sorry.
Fuck you, lady, for being like,
Yeah.
oh, you saved my life, but you're not as cool as Hercules. Fuck you. Go die in a fire. I shouldn't have
Well, she's
saved
about
you.
to. She ran right into it. No, there was a computer animated version of Asterix. Do you know Asterix? The old
I
comic
haven't
character.
I haven't played it, but I know of him.
It's an old comic character. But the movie was really cute, and it's the characters look very much like the Greek background characters in this.
Yeah, like you can definitely tell which characters were designed by the Hercules
Yeah.
design team and which were the Kingdom Hearts design team because they stand out.
Yes, they have ears as opposed to cinnamon buns.
Yeah. And hey, look, it's the heel.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm missing this time through. I'm not mentioning that this entire sequence is just God of War 3 again.
It really is.
You're going through a burning Greek city, except instead of killing everyone, you're saving everyone.
Someone even makes a Sparta reference.
This is
Yeah, so I'm just wondering if Kingdom Hearts 4 will be like God of War 4 and we'll have sad dad Sora. We'll have like a little Sora and he'll be like, boy! That game's so great. That might be... I was gonna say that might have been my game of the year last year, but Spider-Man,
Really?
Spider-Man
yeah.
was my game of the year last year. God of
Yeah.
War was my number 2.
They're not good, eh?
It's
That's
awesome.
quite something coming from someone who wasn't really into the God of War series.
Yeah, and
That means it was
and
really
for someone who
different.
plays a lot of video games, and there's a lot of good video games every year, that was a fan-fucking-tastic game.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I say, I just find it interesting that you have never been as into the series as I was, and then yet you really responded to that game more than any of the others.
They made Kratos a good character.
Well, that's a start.
Like
Yeah, he was never a good character.
he's genuinely a good character that I am interested in, like, seeing his story play out.
Which was absolutely not the
I
case.
like the other games are just like, yeah, that's spectacle, that's fun.
Yes, it was
But
all
like-
it was an action platform.
But like Kratos was just like, fuck that guy. Oh yeah, this is where I accidentally fell into the fire.
Fail
And then let's do
into
some
the
Mario.
fire.
And then we did some Mario 64.
Fatal
My
kiss
butt's on fire.
is all we need.
And I walk
Dance
through
into
the fire.
Okay, we're singing different songs here.
I know.
I'm singing
thinking
View to a
Buffy.
Kill.
And I'm thinking Buffy.
Oh yeah.
That musical episode of Buffy. Oh damn it! I had some trouble with the flow motion stuff here.
It seems a bit hard to.
It's a bit finicky. It's it did feel a little better in Dream Drop, but Dream Drop was all about the flow motion. Whereas this sort of kind of more tacking on the regular Kingdom Hearts gameplay. It's interesting because this game it plays like 2, but with like mechanics from other games bolted on. But fundamentally, it plays like 2.
Yeah.
Which is good because 2 is the best playing game in the series, in my opinion. In fact, I think 2 plays better than this game.
Really?
2 is my favorite game in the series, and so far that's still true. We'll see what happens, though, because we're not very far in this game. As of this re-recording of the commentary, we've only recorded 2 episodes of this, so... and we'll probably be recording episode 3 after we do this, so I hope you enjoy our Kingdom Hearts LP. I sure am enjoying it so far.
So what you're saying is we're recording episodes in a non-linear order, which makes this very Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, fuck, that's true.
We've met in our own game.
I really have been ordered.
We've got back in time to re-comment on the events that we did in our past.
Yeah, and I don't think we've commented on these team-up attacks. Which are awesome.
They're very good.
They're super cool.
I'm not sure what the trigger is for them.
I don't know. They seem to just like every once in a while the character be like, "Hey, come team
or
up
is
with
it
me."
or is it the character's magic? Because Dawn's magic is empty now. So does his magic mean or oh, now it's full. Never mind.
Yeah, the characters will just call out like, "Hey, do a team-up attack with me," and then if you walk close to them, you can do a team-up attack with them.
So it's just a random like a dice roll.
Yeah. I am playing on another save file. I'm not playing further than we are in ELP, but I've got my own save as well. And I did unlock an ability that like made one of my basic combo finishers. If I'm standing next to Donald, it'll do like a fire attack with him.
Oh, so you can come back and unlock that.
Yeah, but I'm doing it. I chose different things at the start,
right?
So I'll be unlocking abilities in different orders. So, but it was cool. It was just like the fourth hit of my Keyblade combo. Donald was standing beside me, and it just went into this cool team-up fire attack. It was pretty rad. Also, we missed a bunch of stuff in Olympus in this play, but that's fine. And nothing important, just like some items and like side paths and stuff. I guess I was rushing through a little too much, but
well, you want to keep it moving.
I want to see the story.
We actually do.
I want to know what happens. So there's a little Phil figurine here too. That's cute.
It's a little balloon.
I do wonder if we have to come back and take photos of those or something.
Very possibly. So they've added Pokemon Snap into this game.
Can't believe they've never made another Pokemon Snap.
Really? You can't believe that?
The Wii U would have been perfect for it. You had the fucking tablet controller. That
yeah, but Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore. Oh, that's fine.
What?
But that's what you used to do. You did the Pokemon Snap, and then I can't remember how it worked. You got a save file somehow.
Oh.
And then they could print it up for you.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, you took your save file to Blockbuster, and it got transferred onto a card, and then they'd print up stickers with the pictures you took.
Huh.
It was a way to make extra money.
Oh, that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
If I had a Blockbuster when I was a kid, I would have been totally into that.
No, I did it. I got some stickers printed up.
Yeah, like back in those days, I still lived in Swift Current, and we had no Blockbuster.
Really? Oh yeah, you didn't have Blockbuster. Wasn't as big.
We didn't even have a Walmart then. Also, there's a hidden Mickey.
Swift Current's not that small.
So it's barely a city.
Really?
Like it barely meets the requirements to be considered a city.
Really? Is it that much smaller?
Like we have a Walmart now, but we did not back then.
But is it that much smaller than Moose Jaw?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I think it's only like.
I mean, I've been there a few times, not that much.
I think it's maybe in like the 15,000 people.
I always assume if something has like paved roads and electricity, that it's basically a city. Because there's towns out here that don't. Actually, no, everyone has electricity.
It's so fucking boring. Oh,
if
God.
you get your LTE network, then it's a city. If you're on 3G, it's not a city. That's the modern standard.
And here's our first
announced by me.
Here's our first new enemies, the Jesters. I do not believe they're in any other Kingdom Hearts game.
The Jesters with bows.
Although, they might be in Birth by Sleep. I remember there was an archer enemy.
God, I remember so little about Birth by Sleep.
I remember there was an archer enemy in Maleficent's castle, but
eventually I will get around to playing it now that I have 2.5. But I'm doing so much else with my
Birth
time.
by Sleep is probably my.
It's a good one.
It's definitely the best of the spin-offs.
Oh yeah, well it's the most. It's the most ambitious.
Yeah, and then I'd say probably Dream Drop after that, and then Chain of Memories.
Yeah, Chain of Memories kind of hard slog.
And then the DS ones. I actually did play Days, like we watched the movie version.
Yes, and Coded.
But I did play Days. I never played Coded. I have Coded, but I never played it. But I heard it's pretty rough.
Yes.
I've heard it actually has some cool stuff. Like I think a lot of the worlds have different playstyles.
Oh, nice.
I think one of the worlds is like straight up like real-time strategy or something.
Oh, neat.
And I think one of the worlds plays like an old school turn-based RPG. Like they experiment with different places.
Well, that's always been the thing with this series. They always try new things. Like the cards and Chain of Memories was a very ambitious sort of thing that could have gone very wrong.
No problem.
Herc will be fine. We just gotta murder all these Heartless. This is good music, by the way. This game has great music, like they usually do. So, Grand Magic. This was like a Fragmentary Passage, where if you cast the same spell a bunch, it fills up the bar, and you can cast a higher version of that spell.
Okay.
And then this form changes is like Birth by Sleep, where you attack, you fill up a meter, and then you can do a little form change to different attacks.
Okay.
So yeah, here I'm casting a bunch of water spells, because obviously they're fire enemies. I'm filling up that meter above the command bar on the left there.
Yep.
So now I have water.
Oh, okay, that's how that works.
saying like doing regular attacks will fill up a similar meter.
I was wondering.
I noticed if you kind of do some Manuk and some regular attacks, sometimes you'll unlock both.
Oh, nice.
It's like you can cast a higher spell and then form change.
Oh, second form.
And so second form you do like quick little attack, and then your combos change.
The world of form.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is like Worth by Sleep and like Fragmentary Passage. Yeah, then you have like a finisher that goes out of the form back to normal. Like I did there, the stunning pack. So yeah, the Kingdom Key that you start with, its form change seems to mostly give you attacks in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like Stunning Impact, and I think we'll see some others. But, so I guess that's how they work in the special attacks from Kingdom Hearts 1, is just put it in the form change.
Right.
Which is cool. I think it's a fun idea. Yeah, and definitely some of these combo moves are from Kingdom Hearts 1 as well. And that. Remember that.
I don't pay that much attention, I guess I should.
I've played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 both probably like 10 times each, so...
I've played them that much.
I'm pretty
three
familiar.
times and 3 or 4 times.
Like, I've played them each like 2 or 3 times on PS2, PS3, and PS4, so... Watera, or Watera, or I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Watera.
So, oh yeah, my form change killed that last guy, so that's pretty great. When you do the farm change, it does a little area of effect attack.
Yeah.
It only does a tiny little bit of damage, but it does enough to
drop that guy.
Yeah.
He had 1 HP left.
Get out!
Get to the chopper.
Okay. Are you guys all right?
Yeah, why didn't you guys just run
Go
while we were fighting?
That's General Zod.
I guess. I have to snap his neck. There's no other way. I couldn't just like put my hand over his eyes or something.
The writers and directors said it had to be this way to make it cool for the young people. Because young people like unnecessary violence, right? Heroes are lame.
Fuck you, Thunder.
Heroes are lame.
I like when everything's cynical and depressing.
And that's what happens when you're an Ayn Rand supporter.
Oh. Well, Herc's dead. We'll never see him again.
Yep.
I can't believe Herc fucking died, just like Goofy. Oh, never mind. Okay. I guess he's a god.
Yes, he is. But we don't know that, apparently.
You scared us.
It's nothing. That's what these are for.
24-inch pythons, brother! I don't want my daughter to marry a black man, brother!
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, we had speculated which of the first of the organization people would show up.
And it's
We
Zigbar.
were both wrong. I was not expecting him to sit. I love Zigbar.
Well, again, he's the one who's definitively a nobody right now.
Is he?
Well, like, because we saw the other ones come back as people, but we know that he didn't.
At the end of Coded, he was Greg.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Like,
in real life?
So, yes.
Not in the Coded world?
No, like, he came back as Bragg. He's talking with young Xehanort at the end of Coded. So he either turned himself back into a nobody again,
right?
What do you know?
Or he's just dressing
if you
up
were,
like
you'd admire
cloak and
Herc's
stuff.
Oh, maybe.
I don't admire
Or he's time traveled from before he died.
God.
Because because that's the thing.
No, but I thought only Hearts could time travel.
I don't know.
Dooming others to take the fall.
Yeah, what's with the cloak again? The cloak has like special powers.
It like protects you from the
darkness, right?
Like when you're like traveling between worlds and stuff.
Right, that's it. Yeah.
And I think it keeps you from being tracked.
Which is why Mickey and Riku also have one.
Much of that power in one place.
So Zigbar's spelling it out here. Hey, Sora, you got things hurts inside your heart.
Yes.
Still, Sora, that doesn't mean you should change. Accept the power you're given. Find
something is up with him, like beyond the Xehanort plan.
Yes.
Why would I ever take advice from you?
As if
And I love his vocal performance.
Yeah.
He does a great job.
But to follow this sweet little trail of breadcrumbs. And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner. You're so close.
Did I forget? Did we see him lose his eye, or is he always?
Yes, in the fight with Terra.
Right, that was it.
And same with the Scarlet. He gets the scar then too.
At the fight with Terra.
Whose
Yeah.
hearts?
Whose hearts? Yeah, because Sora doesn't actually know anyone's
let him
inside
bother
him
you.
yet.
Well, no, he knew Kairi was.
Get under your skin.
I love the fact
Like he wants Riku inside him, but in a different way.
I didn't realize this until I recently replayed Kingdom Hearts 2, but basically what they did was they were like, we need, like, they've established that it's possible to convert physical objects into computer data in this universe.
Yes.
And they explain it by the fact that Tron exists. Like, that's their excuse. Like,
I mean, that's essentially Ansem's solution to everything. I will turn this into data. That will fix everything.
yes, but, like, the fact that they can do that is explained by the fact that Tron exists.
He tried to turn Kingdom Hearts into data,
I know.
too. What an idiot. And then his machine blew up, and then...
Well, that was in the real Kingdom Hearts,
died.
though.
Huh?
That was in the real Kingdom Hearts.
The fake Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts. The one that...
Was made by Sora's Keyblade. God damn it.
That apparently was actually intended to make 13 Xehanorts instead of give the nobodies their hearts. Because they actually already had their hearts, and that was all a lie. And Retcon City, everybody. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts.
Did they have their hearts? Yes, they did, didn't they?
Well, at least some of them did.
Yeah. Well, no, they grew new hearts.
Yeah, I
Axel
think
and them
the
were
implication was some of them had regrown, some of them still hadn't, but could.
Oh, okay.
A nobody can, and it doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, it was Axel's relationship with Roxas and Xion and having friends that allowed him to regrow his heart.
Which kind of helps explain how some organization members were very wooden and like emotionless, and some were not.
Yes, it's totally not to do with the actors.
Yeah, no. I mean, like for instance, for example, Zaldin had a very dry wooden delivery.
Yes.
He had like no emotional
Yes.
And like his voice actor did a great job, but like his demeanor was completely emotionless
Because he has no heart. But now he's one of the ones who got reconstituted.
Yeah. Well, I think they pretty much all did.
Yeah, as far as we know, we haven't seen some of the others.
Yeah, I guess the ones we haven't seen be reconstituted.
We saw the 6 apprentices.
Yeah, and the apprentices along with Axel and
Axel's one of the apprentices.
He was not.
He was one of the 6.
No, he was there, but like in Birth by Sleep, remember him and Isa were trying to sneak into the tower.
Oh, okay.
So I think the implication is they snuck in while things were going down, and they lost, and like things happened. Yeah, so this is new. This was in the trailers, but this I guess this replaces our summons, the attractions from Disney parks, and this is fucking crazy. And I'm
not sure what the pirate. So they're rides from Disney parks, but they're done up like the Main Street Electrical Parade. Yeah. So it's a weird combo. I'm not sure what the pirate ship is in furtherance of. Disney does not have a rocking pirate ship ride.
Oh, this is so great!
Unless it's in Tokyo, it might be in Tokyo, but the Disney parks in America don't have a rocking pirate ship ride.
It exists though, doesn't it? I feel like I remember seeing something like that ages ago.
What?
A rocking pirate ship.
Well, rocking ship rides are very popular in theme parks, but Disney doesn't have them.
Oh, okay.
But unless it's supposed to be their version of Pirates of the Caribbean and they're just ramming a ship into people.
I have no idea how he triggered that meteor attack. It's the only time I've seen it happen in both of my save files.
Yeah.
But it's pretty rad. But yeah, that fucking attraction thing is great.
Yeah.
I love it.
It gets better.
It's a really fun replacement for summons. Although, I guess I shouldn't say replacement for summons, but let's not speak any more on that until later.
Well, we haven't seen any summons. Not yet.
We've seen... yeah. I will say no more.
Okay. I don't think I don't recall seeing anything. Well, that was a pretty quick defeat of a large boss.
There's a lot going on in these fights. Like, there's so many different mechanics. There's so much wild shit going on, and I love it.
It's only one step above quick-time events.
Here comes Creepy Phil again.
Sexy man, Creepy Phil.
We checked the whole area.
Surprised she hasn't kicked him off the horse yet.
That's great. We did what we could.
Heroes have been busy little bees.
I'm Phil.
Look.
I'm looking.
More trouble.
What are you looking at, Damien?
The exciting action on screen.
Oh, not the.
Nope.
Not the polygons.
No. What polygons? That's as round as you get.
They're still polygons. They're just.
Damn it! This is a game for children.
No, yeah, this is a game for babies.
I have no idea who this game is for.
Right.
It's for us.
Yeah, I think it's just made for
specifically us, and no one else.
No idea who they made this game for.
Well,
I mean, it's like what happened? It's like it's like Lord of the Rings. When Tolkien wrote The Hobbit, it was for like kids, and then by the time Lord of the Rings was written, all those kids had become older, so he wrote Lord of the Rings for an older audience, but for technically the same kids who would have read The Hobbit.
Heck, I remember my mom reading The Hobbit to me as a bedtime story.
Yeah, which was how it was meant to be.
Yeah,
that's why it's so episodic. You have one adventure a night,
but then I remember we tried doing it with Lord of the Rings, and I got bored of it.
Which is because it's for like older people, it's for like teenagers.
Also because it's boring.
It's a bit dry, but there's a reason it's lasted as long as it has. But it's the same with Kingdom Hearts. You know, people who played the game in 2002 as like 12-year-olds or 15 or however old, and now are playing this game in their 30s.
Even Kingdom Hearts 1, I was like...
Well, we're a bit older.
I was like at the end of high school, basically.
Yeah, I feel like Kingdom Hearts 1 was probably made for like preteens.
I mean, yeah.
It's pretty basic. Like, the story is much simpler.
Yeah.
Sora's a kid. Everyone's clearly a kid. The script is very simple.
And it's traded a lot on the Final Fantasy stuff.
Yes.
In comparison to future games, because Final Fantasy was actually like a huge and popular series at the time, whereas nowadays it's kind of languished.
It's now it's more nostalgia.
I mean, it still does well overall, but it's not the juggernaut it used to be. There's a lot of missteps in handling that series over the years.
It's like, well, the Final Fantasy series is always as good as its last game.
So right now, then, I guess. 15 was a decent game.
There's a reason they're trying to eventually push out a 7 remake to try and recapture the magic.
Yeah, except the development of 7.
Except it'll never come out, but yeah.
The development of 7 is just as big of a mess as the developments of 13 and 15 were.
Which, again, is a microcosm of the whole company. Like, 5 years just to get Kingdom Hearts out.
Like, the last, mainline Final Fantasy game that didn't have some sort of disaster attached to it was 10.
Wow, really?
Well, actually, I guess you could say 11. I think 11 did fine. It just, I never paid attention to it because it was an MMO.
Yeah.
But, 12...
I remember hearing about 12.
12, the creator left before it was finished because of, some... I forget exactly why, but there was some bad stuff between him and Square Management.
Square Management is...
So he bailed, so the game kind of was rushed to completion, and the story really suffers for it. 13 was in development hell forever. Same with 15.
Yeah.
And then 14 had that whole, it sucked at
Right.
first, and then they had to end the world and relaunch it completely and remake the whole game, basically. And now it's good, but, yeah. That franchise has been mishandled.
When did Final Fantasy 14 come out?
14?
Yeah.
I forget when it originally came out. But 15 was a couple of years ago.
I say, so what you're saying is Final Fantasy 14, they blew up the world and remade it in a better version.
Yes.
Which is basically Xehanort's plan in this game.
I guess, yeah.
So Square is Xehanort.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. It was just me looking at the synthesis list. Nothing exciting here. I made a Mythos shard just to see what happened. I was testing to see if there was any kind of experience bar, because Kingdom Hearts 2 had the experience when you need items.
Yeah.
But no, doesn't seem to be. Which means, I guess, you won't have to make items to get the ability to make more items, which is nice. So I'm not sure if recipes will just unlock on their own or what. But I guess we'll find out as we play more of the game.
You got a postcard. Oh, yeah. We gotta mail that.
Yeah, we do.
In Twilo Town.
Yeah, by the way, thanks, game, for spoiling that we go to Twilight Town. Jeez.
Yeah. It says right there, postcard goes to Twilight.
Yeah.
I think we knew that, though, didn't
I
we?
mean, yeah, it's in a bunch of trailers, so...
Well, it could be worse. We could go to Traverse Town.
I like Traverse Town.
I like the music for Traverse Town.
I hated the very first visit to Traverse Town because, they just... It's
Run
just
around circles till you find Goofy and
wander
Donald.
around until the cutscene happens, and then go back to the accessory shop, but the game doesn't give you any indication you're supposed to go
into the
back
accessory
there.
shop, then leave the accessory shop. The only indication is that the save point's in there. So, fuck it, I'll go save.
Yeah, so you're like, I give up, I guess. I'll save and quit, and then
you leave. It's like,
play,
hey!
It's... Kingdom Hearts 1 level design has so much of that, where it's just wander around until you trigger the cutscene.
Again, Kingdom Hearts 1 is so... shouldn't have done well. Shouldn't have succeeded. There's so many flaws in that game.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of a bad game.
Yeah.
I like it. But...
Oh yeah, I love it. But it's like enjoying a certain movie that might not be a technically brilliant movie or has a lot of problems. Like, you know what? I enjoyed this on a very fundamental level.
I would definitely rate it below most of the other Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
games.
it was their first try.
I think the only ones I would put it above are the 2 DS ones. Coded Days.
Yeah,
and even Days, I think the story in Days is really good. So
the fact that you can watch Days as a movie and not really lose anything by it tells you what that game is.
I will say, I do think the story comes across better if you are playing through the game. That movie version does cut out a lot.
Yeah, it does it all in text.
It cuts out a lot of non-important stuff, but that non-important stuff does make it makes things paced better.
The whole point of Days is just to sort of give you more on the organization, right?
Fun to flesh out Roxas.
That's what I mean. Yeah, But the organization in general are the main antagonists, so you really should know about them.
Yeah. Yeah, like Roxas and Axel's whole, and Xehanort's whole story is probably some of the better stuff in the series.
And but it's essential to know that stuff because that's the whole point we were talking earlier, that you destroy, that by having friends, the hearts that they destroyed can be
Here's our team up attack with Hercules. This is awesome. I love it. Stop a true hero! Yeah, I love all the team up attacks. Like, there were team up attacks in 2 as well, but I feel like I never used them.
Oh, that's his like yellow attack that he uses when you fight him.
Yeah, because like you had to spend like all your MP to use them in 2.
You have to do it here too.
No.
Oh, you're just. Oh no, you're.
I was casting spells. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like the team up attacks don't cost any of your MP.
Right. Yeah. 2. Yeah, they do need to do that. Consumes all sorts of MP.
It's just I guess you don't have a lot of control over what you do in this game. Like your teammate will call out.
Yeah, I suppose.
Whereas you could choose exactly when to use them in 2, but
I never know how or when to use like limits or drive forms in 2.
I kind of just always use them. Like
when they're available, I throw them.
Yeah.
If I have a bunch of enemies.
Well, like there are some good grinding spots for the drive forms to just quickly get them leveled up.
Yeah.
Same with the summons, actually. Actually, loving the summons worked really well in, I want to say, the Disney Castle.
Right.
And the drive forms leveling up in Yensid's Tower is one of the ways to go.
Right.
Yeah, I've done that a few times, leveling up all the drive forms, grinding for a couple hours to do that. As well as grinding in the World that Never Was to get up to level 90 down in the river.
Yes.
Yeah, I think here I was just kind of messing around with the mechanics of it. So
yes,
like,
yeah, we were playing with the naked. Like, again, that's the point of a tutorial world.
Yeah, these water enemies are cool. I like them. Again, like all the elemental effects just look so good.
Yeah, the way the water's exploding is very detailed.
And like playing all this in like 4K was awesome. Playing in my other save file.
Sorry.
I can't do it for the LP because I can't record in 4K. So
that would be all of the bandwidth.
Yeah, that would be huge files to upload.
Yes.
And I do have a bandwidth limit. Yeah, I never go over it, but I probably would if I was uploading in 4K.
If you're uploading 4K videos all day, yes. 2-hour 4K videos.
Yeah.
Oh, Goofy has a rain cloud on him, by the way. He's sad.
Yeah, it must be a status effect of some kind. I noticed one of the items you can get is like the healed status effects.
Yeah.
Which status effects aren't really a thing in 1 and 2, at least. Are they?
In action RPGs, they don't last long enough to be.
But they were in Birth by Sleep a little bit. But it was more you put status effects on enemies and they'd put it on you.
Yeah.
But now they seem to be a thing in this game, so... Oh yeah, so we drained the lake and it revealed a treasure chest. I don't think there's anything too major in there, but still, you gotta get all the treasures.
Treasure.
Like, what are you even fucking doing if you're not getting all the treasure chests?
Oh, that's how you play D&D, too. Much get treasure.
Yes, D&D. We've played a lot of D&D in the last several months.
Yes, I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's been nice to get regular games in. I'm also getting into Warhammer. My schedule's been pretty busy lately. I'm doing this, I'm doing Warhammer, I'm doing D&D, and I kind of still try to do X-Wing when I can.
There's too much going on in the world. Not enough time. If only we didn't have to work.
I know, right? If only I could be rich.
Yep.
That's why you all need to like and subscribe these videos, so I can make all the YouTube money, even though I don't monetize this channel. Because why would I bother when so few people watch these? So more people watch. I need to make money. You can send your, you can spend envelopes full of loonies and toonies to this address.
Well, if we live streamed this, we could have a super chat. That's a thing that exists.
Yeah. I would like to get into streaming more eventually. I'd probably just go on Twitch though, because Twitch is just better.
Well, that's where more gamers go. I mean,
yeah, it's where most people go.
Yeah.
And YouTube's been kind of shitty towards content creators lately. Like a lot of major ones have really been saying like, a lot of what YouTube's been doing has really been affecting their bottom line. And Twitch seems like it's been the opposite. It's been getting friendlier and friendlier for content creators.
They probably want to attract all the all the business over to them.
So
right?
yeah, it's where the
and then
people
they'll get
are,
shitty
it's-
because they do too well.
and then hopefully someone new will come along and try to muscle it on their territory.
Yep, that's how business works.
Yeah,
That's how business has always worked. A company gets too big for their britches, and a new startup sort of takes their business away. Then the startup becomes big. There's a whole South Park episode.
the
on
nice
that.
thing about streaming is I basically have to do no editing work.
That's also true.
But
But
I
then
don't know. I do as a viewer, I much prefer LPs over streams.
they're slightly edited.
And I just like the episodic format. I like. I get interacting with the chat. Like I get why that's an appeal, but I find when I'm trying to watch someone play a video game and they're constantly stopping to talk with the chat, I'm just.
Well, you
like,
need a
get on
second
with the
person. Like
fucking
I'd have to moderate the chat while you're playing.
game. Yeah. Especially like the bigger streamers where they get lots of interaction.
Yes.
So like there's lots of bigger streamers they'll just stop playing for 20 minutes to read donations.
Oh yeah. Well, you have to at that point.
Yeah.
Like, if someone's giving you money, you have to say thank you.
Yeah, I get why. It's just as a viewer, it's something.
Yeah,
right?
it can be jarring.
So I kind of I like making content that I would like viewing myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, the AGDQ guys were up on start of January. I watched all the stuff there I was interested in.
Yeah,
but they stream on Twitch and then they post them later on YouTube.
Like, hey, doing this LP in this format where we're doing long episodes, that's like bad for the algorithm. What we should be doing is like 10 to 15 minute episodes every day. But fuck that.
Well, you could. It's just be more work for you.
It'd be more work for me, and that's not how I like watching LPs. I like watching long form episodes. So I want to make content that I like.
See, I'm the opposite. I can't sit down and watch long form episodes. I have to watch short episodes, or I have to watch them in stages.
That's the thing, like, YouTube remembers where you were.
Yeah, I don't have it. Except I'm always jumping from platform to platform. Yeah. I'll watch it on my computer at work, part of a video, then I'll come back home and watch it on my iPad while I'm making dinner, and then I'll sit on the couch and watch it on PlayStation.
That's why you have an account.
Yeah, I know. It usually works. The PlayStation YouTube app is not great.
It's not.
It's a bit of a pain to find stuff.
I guess the nice thing about recording our commentary like this is since there's not a lot of story progression in this episode, it's mostly just running through the level. I don't feel bad about us just nammering about anything.
Yeah. We already know that we're not talking over anything important.
Yeah. I think maybe we did talk a little too much over some of those cutscenes earlier, but there's not a lot of.
Wait, I have no memory of these hedgehogs. Did I tune out while you were doing this?
Maybe. I remember mentioning that.
I don't remember this part at all.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
this was like yesterday. I do not remember this. In fairness, I do space out like a lot in my life. Like,
luckily, there's not much important story progression in this episode. So we're losing our library actions.
I'm saying goofy special like you're actually controlling it. Like,
this is where the sand penis shows up. Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember the sand penis.
Yeah. Good old sand penis.
Everyone's watching right now like, what the oh, there it is.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Aw, that looks painful. It's all spiky.
Hey, I've seen some things.
I don't want to know what you've seen. I guess they're soft. Because it's made of sand.
Or rubber, we were talking about other things.
Sand would be unpleasant, actually, now that I think about it.
I hate sand. It's everywhere.
Get out.
Just do not put sand in your orifices.
I'm pretty sure on the list of like worst lines ever written for a movie ever, that's got to be in the top 10.
And back there, I managed to trigger like the ultimate version of water somehow, but I got an achievement for it.
Yes. So. Did you find the backside of water?
What?
It's a Disney reference. It's one of the jokes from the famous jokes from the Jungle Cruise. When you go behind the waterfall, there it is, the backside of water.
Oh, okay.
It's like a really lame joke, but it's always been in there just because it's a lame joke that everyone remembers.
Huh. That's a good finish, by the way.
Yes. Just
massive explosion.
I like massive explosions.
I'm so glad they kept these slow-mo fight finishes from 2.
Yes.
2 and Birth by Sleep. Yeah.
But we did a lot of this. What the hell did we do in episode 2?
Other stuff? But I'm not going to answer that question because it's technically be spoilers.
I mean, I don't remember. Again, this was yesterday, so yeah.
No, we definitely did a extra long episode for the first one because I just wanted to push forward. I wanted to keep playing, damn it.
We don't want to stop. Flip side, if we'd done a shorter episode, we wouldn't have to do this much re-recording.
That is true.
That's the other thing. Another reason for doing short episodes. If anything screws up, you don't have to go back that far.
Well, the intention is to make these longer episodes, but also not every weekday. Probably like 3 times a week.
Well, it'll take you 2 days to watch them. Well, unless you're me. Well, if you're me, it'd take you 2 days to watch now.
See, now I'm into Warhammer, and I spend a lot of my free time just building and painting
Yes,
models.
yes.
Having nice long videos to put on the background while I do that has been a godsend.
A lot of my hobbies involve like text and reading, so I can't watch a video while doing it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing D&D prep, I sort of need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I can have music on, but I can't have a.
You know what? That's fair.
Dialogue.
Also, Herc, fights over Herc. Okay, fine.
Take that tree.
Get fucked, tree. All right.
That tree ate my sister.
Oh, I've seen that porno.
Wait, what? No, that's Evil Dead. No, wait, that's not. No, it is Evil Dead.
Yeah, I am surprised at how long this world is.
Yeah,
it's
quite extensive.
Like for tutorial world, I was kind of expecting it to be like boom, like.
Which scares me about every other world that we're about to play.
Yeah, like I was expecting like 30 minutes, you're done, kind of boss fight, like
30 minutes or
fight Hades or the Titans or something, and then
we got level up.
It is a full-fledged like Disney World, like.
Which means we probably won't come back. Unlike 2.
Yeah, because
then you fall down and have to do it all over again.
Oh, well, yeah, I fell down on purpose because I want to see if there's some treasure.
Hey, there's that ship again.
This ship is awesome. Like, look at those particle effects and lights. And, oh, it's so nice looking. I love it. I love this game.
I think everyone's riding it. Yeah, they're all riding on it.
Yeah. That's so cool. It's so fucking cool. This game rules.
It does. Visually, it rules.
I can't believe I got it days early. Oh,
so yeah, speaking of which, we haven't commented on that yet.
We did in our first part of the commentary that we didn't
deleted part. No, that's good.
In the like 10 or 11 minutes of this episode that is actually live reactions. I got this Friday evening. We were out playing some board games, and then I got home, and it was in my mailbox. And then I texted Damien, being like, "Holy shit, I have Kingdom Hearts. Come over tomorrow so we can start recording immediately." So like we have like the actual release day, Tuesday. We both booked it off work, so we can just play all fucking day and record 1 million episodes of this.
Well, that was my plan. Now I'm here on the weekend, and my wife is not happy about it.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, she's fine with it, but like it's because now she has to stay home and take care of the baby. Tuesday she wouldn't have cared because the kid would have been at daycare anyway. So.
You didn't have to do this.
I didn't want you to have to wait. I didn't want to have to wait.
I didn't know she wasn't happy about
it. I'm exaggerating.
Oh, okay.
She's, you know her. She's fun.
Does she hit you, Damien?
Not hard. Like not like in a way that would break anything.
Oh, okay. So like there's no
like
wounds?
not in a way that leaves marks.
Okay. So she can get away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Fair enough.
At times like this, I wish I lived in the 50s.
Sure, I'm glad she doesn't watch our videos.
Yes, that's a plus.
Hey, Becky.
50s were great.
No, Becky's
I'm
great.
going out to play games. You watch the baby.
Becky's great because she has that dry sense of humor.
It's called being British,
like the British have.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, I'm glad she doesn't watch these. I think I was rewatching one of our old videos once, and like she was just in the room, and I happened to make a comment about that, and I was like, "Oh, that's awkward." I was like, "Why'd you say that?" I'm like, I didn't know you.
She's very good at making it seem like she's about to murder you, but we know she's joking. But it seems real at the time.
Yes, joking. Anyway, so we're back up here, and we're going to
found some treasures, killed some dudes.
I need to look up this pirate ship. It's driving me crazy.
Oh. Like, what are you looking at?
If it's a ride somewhere else.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you said it was in the parade, right? Oh,
well, no, they're all dressed up like the Main Street Electrical Parade with the lights all over them.
Story cutscene.
But, like, we haven't seen...
Let's pretend we haven't seen this already. I actually can't remember what happens here.
This sure does feel
Oh, wait, I remember. Yeah, this is... Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just like before.
Guys, this is getting worse by the
I
minute.
don't know, I think this game's getting better by the minute. I'm enjoying it.
But my family may need me.
All this gameplay that I've totally been playing right now. It's been a lot of fun. Well, Pegasus dumps Meg and Phil off somewhere at some point. Or maybe he just like did a barrel roll while he was flying and they both just fell to their death.
You've been a big help.
That's entirely possible.
Leave the rest to me.
Family?
Yeah. Dad's king of the gods.
I never mentioned this until now.
By the way,
what?
You don't like to name drop.
His father is a god.
Man, everyone's just making Sora feel like...
Does that mean Herc is a god too?
What's the word I'm looking for here?
Then he'll be okay.
Won't he?
No, Organization 13's here. He'll need our
They're probably
help.
doing a bunch of time travel bullshit because they're weird anime villains. Something about the Japanese, they really love their like convoluted like bullshit.
Oh, of course.
Like Metal Gear's the same way. Like things just get crazier and crazier and more convoluted. As
But
that series goes
I
on.
pointed this out before too because like I think it's part of the point. Like they know the audience in a fundamental level enjoys parsing this stuff together.
And I think
like it's more fun for us to sort of it makes you feel like you've achieved something when you figure out the story.
And I think Japanese fans are more attuned to following an ongoing story for decades.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
with things like long-running manga, like Dragon Ball and Detective Conan, and
Right.
stuff like it's definitely more of a like we have our comic books here, but like they reboot constantly. They change writers constantly. Like Japan really has more of a culture of like. The same creative mind does like a continuous story for decades and decades. Like,
Also, the Japanese are probably smarter than us.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Americans, not the brightest.
I looked it up. No, Disney does not have a swinging ship ride. It's an odd choice.
Yeah. By the way, we should be commenting on this.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Again, I missed this the whole time. You are playing God of War 3.
Yeah, this God of War set
You are
piece.
currently playing... This whole segment has been God of War 3.
Yeah, they did show this in the trailer, so this wasn't a surprise to me, but it's still cool. And the Rock Titan looks great.
Yeah, well, he looked great in the...
Yeah.
I think he even looked great in the original.
He did, actually, yeah. But I like his mouths, the lighting effects on them. Look
The
awesome.
advantage of the Titans is because they're designed with mostly straight lines, you don't have to worry too much about doing it in polygons.
Yeah, they translate to the air
Yeah.
style a lot better than the human characters do.
Because they don't
same
have
with
curves.
Hades, like same with Hades, like he
Who is
translates
done
a
mostly
lot.
in straight lines. His
Yeah.
design is mostly straight.
Yeah.
But that's the point. He's designed that way to look sort of unnatural and weird, because humans have curves, like round areas, and he's all straight lines.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at him, it's like, ooh, he's like creepy.
Yeah. Well, like, and the 3D models of those characters in the older Kingdom Hearts games look better. I just think this particular art style doesn't work
Doesn't suit
quite
them as
great
much.
for them. They're using the Unreal Engine now. Originally, this game was going to come out on, I think it was called the Luminous Engine, which is the same engine that Final Fantasy either 13 or 15 was on.
Okay.
The engine change is one of the reasons this game got delayed, because...
I don't 100% understand what engine means, I'm just taking your word for it. Like, you're talking about like a base code, or...
Like the graphical engine. Like,
Right.
you'll notice, like, things made in the Unreal Engine all kind of have some similar visuals.
Oh, sorry, what's the... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is our first new ride.
Buzz
So
Lightyear's Space
this
Ranger
is-
spin.
And this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
First-person shooter mode.
I commented on this before, I'll comment again. Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin was the forerunner to Toy Story Mania, which is an amazing ride at Hollywood Studios.
I haven't been on that.
Oh, and it's in California as well. It's in California Adventure. It's basically you ride in a pod, and it's like a video game. You shoot like a fake gun at screen stuff, at like 3D screens. But when you
Well,
shoot,
maybe I have done that.
when you shoot at the screen, whatever you shoot becomes an animated thing, like you're shooting balls or rings or something.
I have definitely done some sort of Buzz Lightyear ride where I'm shooting a gun.
That's this one. That predate. That was their first attempt at. You go along a little track and you shoot it like.
Okay, yeah, I was on a track. Yeah.
Toy Story is just the same thing, but with like 3D screen effects, and it's amazing.
Okay.
And it's incredibly popular. Like,
Because I haven't been to California Adventure. Every time my mom and I have gone, we've always gone to the main park instead of California Adventure.
if you look at the scores, people ride Toy Story Mania all day, and the scores they rack up on that. They had to actually they had to reprogram the ride because they didn't realize how high people would score, and the game wasn't
So
prepared to
Sora
handle it.
almost died just there?
No, you're fine.
That rock narrowly avoided him.
Yeah, and then yet somehow he's 200 feet away from it when you retake over.
This is pretty rad. But yeah, you are right. This is very much just God of War.
Oh yeah, like even listen to the music.
Yeah.
Oh, who's Latin bullshit.
Is
Blah
that-
blah blah.
Is that racist?
You can't be racist against Latin. It hasn't been a language for like centuries.
I think you're a racist. All right, now let's fight.
I'm racist against ancient
Let's
Romans.
fight this thing in the exact same way.
No,
we
ancient
fought-
Romans are white guys. You can't be racist against white
Let's
guys.
fight this thing in the same way we fought him in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Well,
Get
how else
the-
are you gonna fight him? You
get
can't reach
the
his head.
feet. Get up on the Hydra's back.
Get the high ground.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
Oh god.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
No, Phil doesn't talk in this one, and there's a very good reason for it.
Yeah.
Who needs Danny DeVito?
Here's me just standing in the middle of the attacks, not dodging them. There we go. Oh, I tried to dodge, but yeah, this is pretty easy, but it looks cool.
Target the other leg that still has HP remaining.
Thanks for letting me know. There, I dodged it that time. It took me a moment to realize that the blue
Did you
on the
dodge
ground...
the rocks?
Well, it took me a moment to realize that the blue on the ground was like, hey, an attack's coming. Move.
Oh, yeah.
Because around the first leg, I just kind of stood there while the blue was underneath me. I was like, oh, I'm getting attacked. What happened?
Look out. Nice. Well, that should do it. Again, I'm talking like you're actually playing with.
So you hit the legs, and then he falls over, and then guess what? You have to get up on the head. Just like in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yep. So I don't think you have to do it multiple times.
Except this time we get to do cool slow motion jumps. Except this is literally just me holding forward. But it still looks cool.
Quick time!
It looks cool, and that's all that matters.
Yep, that's what life's all about.
It's all about that style. If I want to actually get good at stylish combat, just Kingdom Hearts or Devil May Cry is coming.
So you're doing.
So yeah,
oh,
hello.
God.
This
Big
is
Thunder
awesome.
Mountain. Big Thunder Mountain shooting fireworks at a guy like
they made a special like attraction event just for this boss fight, and it's great. I hope they do more of this.
Yes,
because this is awesome. It looks so nice. Look at all the explosions.
Yeah.
The light is.
I love how you're not actually shooting a gun, so it's not like.
It's coming at the chimney. Yeah.
It's like you're just shooting fireworks at. It's like nope, no guns. We're very safe. Like in Buzz Lightyear, is a laser, not a gun.
As I mentioned before, that playing this in 4K looks great. Specifically, the HDR in stuff like this with all the lighting.
Yes.
Holy shit, does it look awesome!
I've always enjoyed Big Thunder Mountain. It's not my favorite.
I've never been on it. I don't do rides like that. I can't handle them.
Big Thunder Mountain's not. Disney's not really scary rides. Like they're pretty.
Like even like heights, just a little bit. Really fun.
Thunder Mountain doesn't really have heights. Splash Mountain, I'd say, stay away from if you don't like heights.
Like, let me put it this way: standing on like a chair or a step ladder scares the crap out of me.
Okay, well, there's the you do the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which is like the kiddie version of Big Thunder Mountain. They just came out with that.
Okay, here's the big finisher.
Yep.
Boom! Oh, that's so satisfying.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. I don't care if it's super easy because it feels great.
No, it's fine. Well, you're in proud mode. I think you're doing a reasonable amount of work.
Yeah, not too tough up to this point.
Yes, but we haven't got to the big bosses yet. Spoiler!
Yes, that's one down.
1 down, 15 to go.
They're not so tough by themselves.
Foreshadowing.
Remember the Titans. You have to fight the whole football team.
Okay.
You have to defeat.
Wait, wasn't that a Disney movie?
Yes, it was.
Oh man, wouldn't that be hilarious?
You have to defeat
if like
racism.
Hades summons the Titans and it's just a bunch of football players.
Team up with Denzel Washington and fight racism. Actually, wait, that sounds awesome. Let's do that.
Yeah, that'll be the next Kingdom Hearts game.
Hayden Panettiere was in that movie.
Oh man, it's like how Mandy Moore is Rapunzel and Aerith. Maybe
I don't think she's in this.
She's Rapunzel.
Is she? I thought I looked it up. She wasn't.
I'm pretty sure.
I'll check again.
I don't know about Aerith though. We have seen.
Well, we've seen no Final Fantasy characters.
We've seen no trace of them in any of the trailers, any of the marketing. I have no idea if there's any Final Fantasy in this at all.
Just do a weird mix.
Except for the Moogles.
Because I still like Rachel Lee Cook as Tifa, and I like Mae Whitman as Yuffie. So.
Yeah, and Mandy Moore was great as Aerith in Kingdom
But she was
Hearts
1. Like
but
Rachel Lee Cook and Mae Whitman were in the second one.
Yeah. Yuffie's voice actress in 1 was also pretty good. They did change, but both Yuffies are good.
I like Mae Whitman because I'm a huge fan of Avatar.
Yeah, she's great.
Those of you who know Avatar: Last Airbender.
And if you don't know Avatar: The Last Airbender,
go watch
what the
Avatar:
fuck are
The
you
Last
doing?
Airbender. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, we are approaching the end of this episode finally. This was a lot of re-recording to do. Again, so sorry about that, but thanks for putting up with our messed up first episode. We will try not to let it happen again.
Yes,
and it better not, because if my brand new $200 microphone keeps doing this, I'm going to be really angry.
Well, then you can take it back.
So look how gorgeous this is.
We will see more of it on the next episode.
Yeah, go and head into Olympus next time on Kruse Control. There's still 53 seconds left, so let's talk kill time.
I really don't think. I think this was just us closing the file.
Perhaps. Okay, well, we'll see you guys next time then. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the LP.